And it gets you through the tough times, because we all have tough times in his life. But what it is, it could be anything, family, relationships, kids, whatever. If you're doing your business from home, then something happens, your focus can easily disappear off, can't it, elsewhere. You can choose to focus elsewhere with this business, which you do, but you can also not choose because your goals are not strong enough to keep you. Now, how? Anybody done goal setting before Kleeneze? Yeah, not many people. I'd know. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. 7 strategies for wealth and happiness. Okay, a book by Jim Rohn. It's not just goals, it's everything in there. It tells you time management, it tells you 7 strategies for wealth and happiness. There's a, you know, it's the clue in the title. And I read that book, one of the first books that I read, and it's got a goal setting in where you do the lists and everything. Now, who's done the list but didn't do the paragraphs and didn't go dig deep into it? Yeah, you do a bit, don't you, but not much. Now, you have to do the work. You have to do the work of the goal-setting bit. All right, hang on. You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor. That's another ace book. Now, the thing about that one is that it tells you how much is enough, because you might not need 10 grand a month or 8 grand a month. You might only need a little bit. You might only need 3 grand a month. Or, you know, you don't know. But this book here, when you do the exercise in it, will say how much is enough, how much you need. Design Your Best Year, everybody got one from the conference, yeah? I didn't get on too well with that one, because different things for different people, but I did do Power of Momentum with Tony Robbins, this document similar to that one, and that helped me to clarify my goals. So that's it. Now, I know you're all falling asleep at this point, because I did in meetings, goal setting, oh my God, what are you on about? I'm not doing it. And sometimes I didn't do it at all. And you might go to a meeting, and you might hear all about this stuff, and you might see people earning 10, 15, 20 grand a month saying do goal setting, and then you go home and you don't do it. Anybody in that camp? You can be honest here, it doesn't matter. I did it. So sometimes you hear, and it might not be the right time, and you don't do it, or you might just not be asked at that moment. It might be in the right mood, the right place in your life, okay? But it's key, crucial. Now, what I'm going to ask you, and I want you to be honest, because it's best to be honest, okay, is if you remember at the beginning I said there's a system, and the system starts with the goals. Now, we spend 6 to 8, 10 hours a week on as retail, don't we? Who does about that amount? Or if you knew, you might do 10 or 15 hours. That's our time, isn't it? If you're sponsoring, you might spend 10 to 20 hours sponsoring and doing that. Who does that for the business? Yeah? Sponsoring, right, okay. For your goal setting, how much time do you spend on your goal setting activity? Now, hang on, I need a drink, sorry. Lips are sticking together. I want you to be honest, because 2 reasons. The new people in the room, if you've never done goal setting, you're going to be an F. For those at the back, goal setting review. So how much time per week do you do your goals? Is it 4 hours? 3 hours, which is about 30 minutes a day, 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, or none. Now, your newies, you probably say none, okay? People that have been in a while, you might say none. It's not an I can embarrassing, I don't do it. Oh, God. This isn't the point. The point is that your sponsor can only help you more if they know what your goals are. So if you are a none, don't be scared to put your hand up, because your sponsor will then be able to see that you're a none, and then they will be able to see that really what it means is, I need help in this area of my business. So I'm going to ask you to put your hands up. And you don't have to be honest if you don't want, but it just makes it easier. Okay, so people who do goal setting, how many's a non? How many does non-time a week setting goals? Put your hands right high up so we can see. Not to do, no, goal setting, planning your future, planning where you're going. Nons? Right, who does 30 minutes? Yeah? An hour? Who does 2 hours a week? Right? Who does 3.5 hours? Who does 4 hours? You just ain't got time, have you? You ain't got bloody time to do it. I ain't got time, got catalogues, got a kid. I ain't got time to do it. What I would say to you is to move yourself from here to here. 4 hours a week. Now, I know you're going to freak and say, what do you mean? How can you do 4 hours a week on your goal setting. Why would you do 4 hours? What my team say to me, what do you do for 4 hours? Okay. Now, it's not 4 hours in a lump. It's a couple of hours and then 10 minutes a day. Because what we're trying to achieve is the focus of your goals driving your business. Because when you don't have goals, you kind of move along. When you have goals and they're in your brain at the beginning, right there, then you go and you move faster. So, as I say, so what I'm going to do with you, let me just have a look at my notes. Oh, yeah, just one last thing about that, right. Another thing about the goal thing is it does not put money in your pockets, does it? If you write a goal down, you don't suddenly get a bulge in your pocket with 20 quid in, do you? If you do your catalogues, you get orders and you see the money. And the sponsoring, it might take a couple of weeks or months, but, you know, it's like 90-day cycles. You'll see your check going up. But if you write something down, all of a sudden, ching, do it now. Write car on your pad. Let's see what happens. New car. No. do work. So what I'm going to do is I've done the books, I've done the list, I've written bits of list, I've written this, I've written that. Who's done bits of stuff with goal setting? Bits of it? Yeah, I've done that too. But what I've done is I'm going to show you what works for me. It's a suggestion. That's all. If you've already got amazing, perfect clarity of goal, don't worry about it. You can still do it for the fun. But what I'm going to do is show you what I do. Because I take time out and do this now with clear clarity. I set a goal last year. I was on 26,000 turnover in January to do 100 grand by the end of the year. 100 grand, that's a lot, isn't it? 26 to 100 grand. I failed miserably, because that's what we're scared of setting goals sometimes, aren't we? The fear of looking stupid, the fear of telling somebody you're going to do something and then not. And I feared. I know, I'm looking, Lynn. I'm looking at the time. I got 79,000 instead. Yeah? Well, that's massive, but that's failing. I failed, you know, but it's massive, isn't it? That is massive growth. Now, there were a few things why. I'm going to tell you about that as well if I don't run out of time. But if I hadn't have set that big goal, would I have got anywhere near there? No way. 79 grand, I'm blown away, you know. So that's what I want to do with you today, and I'm going to tell you what I do. If it suits, then it suits, and if it don't, then that's fine. It's just a suggestion for you to help you. I want you to get your book. This is it. This is the Supersonic Goal Setting Abby System. Ta-da! What I want you to do, guys, because I want you to do the work, is I want you to go either to the back of your book, to the right back if it's blank. It's really important it's blank. Or if you've got stuff in the back, in the middle, I need you to get at least 10 pages of blank stuff all in a row. Okay? You'll have to write small. And I want everybody to do it, please, if you could, if you can. Nick some paper off somebody if you ain't got any. About, well, 5 then. Say 5 if you're all full up in your notebooks. And I want you to put at the top of the first page 2012. And then I want you to, on the next page, put 2013. And on the next page, 2014. And on the next page, 2015. Now that'll do, because you're going to get the idea. Okay? And then I want you to go back to your everybody, and then I want you to go back to the 2012 page. We'll just deal with this year. That'll be enough. We've only got 10 minutes. Hurry up.